Alright, we have my Bujin deck profile, the long-awaited one that some people have wanted, and the one I used recently in the duel series, where, if you haven't seen already, I got wrecked in Game 2 and 3.
Those heraldic beasts.
Not really wrecked in Game 2, but, you know.
Game 3 was...
Not outplayed, and then Game 3 wasn't even fair.
No.
But that's what some people would like to hear from facing Bujins get destroyed, because they don't like the death, but I do, so. We're going to start off the deck profile with the 3 obligatory Bujin Yamato. If you don't play 3, I don't know what you're trying to do with your life. If you can't get 3, I'm sorry. Should have done it when I got it. You need it. It sets up all of your plays, and it's just awesome. And his art is cool too. 2 Mikazuchi. One of these will most likely become an Arasuda when I acquire it, because I feel like you only need Mikazuchi once, and then it doesn't really become live again, because you probably are in a good position after it gets destroyed and you special summon him, and then you only need another one. And I've seen people playing only one of him, and I don't agree with that now after kind of sticking to 2 for a while. So 2 Hirume, you can set up your XYZ plays a lot better. You can banish dead Mikazuchis or Yamatos and then push for bid damage with her. She's 2000, then most likely you'll have a Tenki out. 2100 is quite a thing to deal with, and then go for your pro XYZ plays. I play 3 Crane. I'm going to try and test out taking out 1 for Bujingi, whatever. Yeah, Sinew. Thank you. But Crane is just amazing. If your opponent doesn't know you have Crane, it's even better, because they'll like, does he have Crane or does he not? And they'll debate not attacking for a while, and it makes your opponent play the mind game. So Crane's awesome. 2 Hare stops destruction of your Bujin Beast Warrior once per turn. Can come in handy if you don't want to get destroyed by a hand if they attack into it. Chain that, won't get destroyed, or you know, if you use Dark Hole and chain that and then clear your opponent's board, but you still have Yamato on board, so good card. Turtle, stop targeting with 1-on-1 if they target Mikazuchi or Hirume or try and black ship it away. You can just chain Turtle and you're good. 1 Quilin gets rid of problem cards and can be recycled easily with Bujincarnation that can be put back in the grave for future use. Get rid of problem Fiendish chains that may still be attached to your XYZs or your Yamato, and get rid of problem face-up cards on the field. And then I run 2 hand traps, Maxx and Effect Veiler. Seemed to work well in the duel series when I drew the 1 Maxx that one time, and only got a 1-for-1, but Maxx and Effect Veiler. Yeah, people like Maxx and Effect Veiler I still like it in certain decks, but it could become another Maxx, depending if I want to play this deck more competitively, which obviously. And then 1 Honest, it's great, and it will always get you over your opponent's monster, unless they have another Honest, which is just bad for you. On to spells. This I did. Move the monsters out of the way. Book of Moon, disrupts your opponent's plays. I've always liked it. 2 Bujincarnation. It could become 3. I'd have to test it out, but it's just kind of hard to get out sometimes, as they have control a monster and you have to control none, but you know, it's not that hard to meet the requirements, so people seem to really hate this card, but it seems fair in my eyes, but maybe that's just me. And lets you go for pro XYZs. You don't have to XYZ summon immediately, you can use their effects, then XYZ summon main phase 2. Dark Hole, this Dark Hole, and then Chain Hare is great. 3 Tenki, search out all of the Beast Warriors, because, you know, that's great. And this deck has great searchability, and getting the guy's 100 attack boost comes in clutch sometimes too. 1 Lance, I kind of want to up this to 2, because if you go second and your opponent has crazy back row, and you don't want to just summon blindly into back row with Yamato, and if you have the Lance to back you up, it feels a bit more safe. And of course if they have Solemn Warning, then can't really help, but anything else, Forbidden Lance will help your plays go off. And, you know, obvious battle phase shenanigans. 2 Kaiser, I still like Kaiser Colosseum, even if Ice Hand is a problem, but there's other ways to deal with them. And Kaiser just lots your opponent out, usually to only 1 monster zone, so they can't XYZ, and it becomes really a problem if they can't get rid of Kaiser really fast. 3 MST, because you need to get Yamato on board safely, and if they Fiendish Chain, it kind of hurts your plays, so you can always have MST to back up what you're trying to do, and even if artifacts are thin, 3 MST just seems right to me. Ending up the spells, 3 Pot of Duality. This could become 2 to be replaced with another Lance, but I like 3 Pot of Duality because I don't need to special summon all the time, but I can, but I do like getting search ability, and getting 2 Yamato turn 1 is great. Onto the traps. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential, and a D Prison. Apparently don't play Solemn Morning in this deck, but I will definitely try and figure that out, but D Prison could easily become Solemn Morning, but these 4 I do like, so I'll just have to try and find room for Solemn Morning, because I think that'll be really good. Maybe that's what I was missing in the duel series, who knows. But stops bid monsters, bounces bad problem cards, clears board. If you don't have Yamato or you have Hare, you can chain to it, or you have one of the guys you'd like in the graveyard in D Prison. It's rid of hand, so they don't wreck your board. And last 2 troll cards, Vanity's Emptiness. Some people say it's not hard to get around, and I'd have to agree, but that one instance where you have to stop a special summon, and if you go minus from it, it'll still stop your opponent's plays, and really good card. You can sit on it for a while too if your opponent can't get around it, and then they pretty much have to do stupid stuff. But if you have Yamato and then this on the field, and Kaiser Colosseum, it's pretty much game unless your opponent is lucky enough to get an MST. So yeah, locking out a special summon is great in this deck. On to the extra deck. That was 40 cards. Let's move this back here. 1 Abyss Dweller, tapped into hands, they don't get their effects. Good against Mermail, even if it only has 1700 attack, still good. Tiger Den, don't really go into him too much anymore, but if I do, I can always pull out a Tenki for him, and then, you know, if I ever have to use his other effect, he's good that way too, but mainly just used to get out Tenki. 1 Kagutsuchi. He's great for protection. You can mill 5 and hopefully get some Bujingi cards you want in the graveyard for him, and he has protection twice, and he can become quite large if you get a lot of Bujin things in the graveyard, and if you have Rhapsody attached to him, he becomes really annoying. 2 Susanowo. I like him. He can help you get to your cards that you want. You can summon 2 Bujingi cards and then overlay for him, dump 1 that you want in the graveyard, add a Yamato, and then just start going off from there, and attacking every monster your opponent controls once is amazing, especially if you're playing Meta Vanities. Playing against them, destroy all the tokens. Right.
Draco Sack Killer.
Tsukuyomi can help you get rid of dead cards in your hand or Bujingi cards again that you want in the graveyard, and then get you a fresh 2 new cards, and then 2300 defense is not bad, so good card. Constellar Omega. You can summon this with your 2 Bujingi cards, or if you're afraid of attacking into back row, or just want to play it safe and not fear D Prison, I guess. It's 2400 body, and I would use M7 with it, but I just don't have an M7, and I don't know if I could fit it in the extra deck or not, but I could probably try. But that's the best play. Use up its materials. It can get around all the pesky back row that is going around right now, so good card. 1 Direwolf. Go into that, get rid of a problem card, maybe like Macro, Dimensional Fissure in like game 2 or 3, and come in clutch, and then help you win out the game from there. 1 Exciton Knight, and this I might as well do it now. Number 101. These are the better mans, but he's let me borrow it for the death profile, because this is what I would have if I was doing a bid tourney with them. I just don't actually own the cards, and I didn't actually use these in the death profile, but these are what I definitely use in real life. They're amazing cards, and they gain you so much advantage that I don't know why you wouldn't use them in this deck, because you can get him just like normal summon, then a special summon of like Hirume, and then blow up your opponent's board. It gets you out of dumb situations that you wouldn't have otherwise. Cowboy, Game Ender, and then attack over bid monsters if need be. I've always liked the card, and it's just awesome. Black Chip gets rid of hands, kills low attack monsters, and then if you have Rhapsody, it becomes pretty much an instant killer of any monster that's under 3300 attack. So I've loved Black Chip, and probably wouldn't take it out unless some crazy XYZ comes out that could replace it. Number 80, it's really good right now. Even in the Bujin mirror match, you banish their Stefan Drave, and then you can attach it to another XYZ if you have a play where you can make 2 XYZs that turn. Just getting rid of cards in your opponent's graveyard seems really good right now, and I really like them, man. I like them in this deck. Heartland Draco, if they have no back row, and you just want to go for game, I suppose you go for this. And if they have like monsters that you can't get over normally, you just attack for 2,000 and win from there. I haven't done it, but it's always there for options. 1 Pappy, if you're afraid of a monster, just flip it up, see what it is, you can deal with it then. It loses attack, and most likely it'll have really weak attack. I've always liked it. I wish it did an ultimate rare of it, but that's for another day. And then 1 Starleech Dynamo. You can stop any effect, then attack over it, and if it's in attack mode, do instant 2k, and then if it dies, you draw a card. I mean, great for light decks, and I don't know why you wouldn't use it in a light deck. So, that's the Bujin deck. It can need some upgrades, obviously, and I'm gonna try and work on that and hopefully take it to a tournament, maybe before college starts. But, I mean, there's really not too much I would change besides putting in a Sinew and maybe getting a 3rd Emptiness, and obviously putting in Solemn Warning would have been a good idea, maybe put another lands. Obviously trying to acquire 101 Ets on night, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you liked it.